All right, Virgo. Time to see what's going on with y'all for the last half of February. These readings for the last half of February are not going to be. There's not going to be any two alike. I'm going to feel this out and just do it how it feels right. You know, been super busy, super slammed, and yeah, just going to feel it out. So, got a couple of people in the room here. See how many people we can get in here before I get started. Waking this deck up. There we go. Yes, Virgo. What's up, y'all? What's happening? Alrighty. It's all good. It's all good. All right, y'all. Let's see what we can pull for you. Universe. What do we got for Virgo for the last half of February? Last half of February for Virgo, universe. Virgo for the last half of February. Not feeling it yet, y'all. Hang on. Whoop. Ooh, 10 of coins in the reverse just showed itself to me, just flipped itself out. I'm going to lay this up here up to the side. Let me go ahead and get 5 shuffles now, universe, for Virgo for the last half of February. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. 4 and 5 for my Virgo people. Last half of February 2019. Hope it goes good for y'all. Hope it does, man. Like I said, if it was up to me, I'd be pulling rainbow and unicorn fart readings for all the signs here. Okay, well, there you are. Shang-a-lang-a bing bang, Virgo. That's your card right there. You see your symbol up there in the corner? That's all you and the Hermit right there. But the overall energy influencing you for the rest of the month is the 3 of Swords in the reverse, okay? So it looks like whatever was bothering you, you are going to get over overall, regardless of anything happens in the reading, you know, anything from the past, anything going on now. Overall, it is all going to be about getting over this heartbreak and actually genuinely in here, you know, not care, because you can go through the motions, okay, Virgo? You're very good at going through motions, okay, and doing the actions that you have to do. But in here is a totally different story 9 times out of 10, right? But anyway, yeah, overall this month it's all about genuinely in here getting over it. Okay, I do feel like some of y'all may feel a little bit guilty, okay? Not Virgo, overthinking and overanalyzing things, feeling a little bit guilty for some, for the way things went. Like, man, was it my fault? What could I, should I, would I have done? Whoop-de-whoop. But overall, again, keeping your emotions in check right here. Probably going to be doing some introspection, right? Kind of isolating, staying to yourself, you know, all that good stuff right there. And again, getting over sadness, getting over actually anything. Because I kind of feel like as you sit and as you think, okay, yeah, there were things that I could have done better. There were things that I, you know, did wrong or could have handled better or whatnot, because, you know, anybody out there who's involved in any kind of situation, I don't care who you can point fingers at. Like, yeah, it may sound good on paper, but don't ever say that I'm the one in the right and everybody else around me is wrong, okay? Because anybody who catches themselves saying that, it's probably you that's the problem, okay? We all have things that we can fix, okay? And Virgo, you're very good at going in and tweaking all those knobs and levers and figuring out all those things that you did wrong, right? But I kind of feel like you are going to actually figure out what it was and be like, you know what? It's all good. It kind of had to happen that way, you know, because it's finally at a point right now, I think, in February. You know, it's like there's nothing that I can go back and redo. I can't change it, can't fix it. So it is what it is for the most part. And yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. So I can either keep stewing in this sadness and in this guilt or whatever for the rest of my life, or just is what it is. I hate that saying, you know, I hate using it, but I can't really find a better phrase for this line right here. So, oh, let's go ahead and pull one more line here and see what's happening. One more line, see if we can get some action here. And then we're going to look at the person that you're dealing with. Still feeling a little bit abandoned and left out in the cold. Like I said, those feelings throughout the rest of the month here are going to hit you probably. And I honestly feel like you're probably going to surrender and just surrender to them. And I feel like that's what you're doing right here. Do you have the 3 of Cups right here? And the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Probably going to go out and hang out with some people after a while, you know. Let me get a couple more cards here. Okay. So, yeah, definitely, whoever this is that you're dealing with is, I kind of feel like this is something that's been going on for so long that, again, it's just at a point now to where it's like, there is no figuring it out. And the harder you try to figure it out, the worse it gets, you know. So this is actually, I kind of feel like a bit of a surrender, okay? Finally, just letting it, you know, just caving into it, you know. And that's what's going to eventually pull this burden up off your back right here, okay? Anyway, I'm not really getting anything too clear on the individual you're dealing with, so let's go over here and look at them. Who is Virgo dealing with? Who is Virgo dealing with? Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's look at the individual that Virgo is dealing with, universe. Person, people, and or situations external to Virgo, having the biggest influence on this reading. These two lines are being too vague for me, y'all. Probably going to pull another spread. Just a little too vague for my taste. I don't know. Anyway, let's get 5 shuffles here. I can get my cards to behave. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And 5. This ought to get some juice in the reading. Let's look at the good part, you know? It's always my favorite part of the reading, the other person, you know? All right. Well, y'all both got matching energies here, okay? Again, I kind of feel like y'all are mirroring each other a little bit. This has been happening. I swear, this started happening last month, and it's been happening throughout the month of February. Matching energies on both sides. Both have the 5 of Pentacles in the upright, okay? Now, the thing about this is that I think y'all might have been just a little bit too much alike. A little bit too much alike, okay? Now, here's the funny thing, too. This individual, I kind of feel like what you're feeling guilty for, I kind of feel like they tricked you into feeling guilty for it, you know? Because you have the 7 of Swords in the reverse, and they have it in the upright. So I kind of feel like it was this individual right here, most likely, who was, I hate using terms like this, but I'm going to go ahead and throw out terms like gaslighting, okay? Probably very, very meticulously and methodically, kind of like speaking with silence, you know? You know what I mean? Like knowing how to word things and do things so that what they're really trying to do is coming through in the silence so that you don't have anything to point to and you're like, man, how the hell, you know what I'm saying? So, and then inadvertently turns you into looking like the bad guy when it's actually them that was doing it all along, okay? And this individual right here, I kind of feel, obviously feels very, very lonely right now. But I don't really think they want to show it. I don't think they want to show it. This individual looks like they may have it's probably going on pretty good for them. They may have some money. They may have a good home life or something that looks good on the outside. But as hard as they're trying to get over anxiety, I don't really feel like they are. Okay? This individual, I think, is very, very nervous. And it's kind of flip-floppy, back and forth. Like 1 minute they're nervous, the next minute they're good, you know? And 1 minute they're lonely, and then the next minute they kind of psych themselves into being, you know, I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but that's really what's coming through here. Absolutely mind-manipulating games. Okay. All right.
It's resonating for quite a few people.
Okay. I'm learning as I go along to start to take that as a cue that it's good. Every time I start getting confused and start second guessing the reading, that's when everybody's like, oh wow. So, all right, let's pull one more line here. One more line here. 3 shuffles. Here's 1. Here's 2. And 3. Okay. Yep. They are definitely, probably stubbornly, very, very stubbornly choosing to walk away. And I kind of feel like it's because, I don't know, you may call them out on a lot of their shit that they don't want to hear. Okay. That's just kind of what I'm getting from this. You may be dealing with an Aries. You may be dealing with an Earth sign. I have every sign here on the table, but specifically I have Virgo, Aries, and Cancer. Okay, so it could be any sign, though. Again, I have every one on the table here. But again, they feel like there's unfinished business between the two of you. Okay, and here's the funny thing. You're the one that feels guilty. They don't feel feelings of guilt, but there is something, or maybe they do and they just don't know how to acknowledge it as guilt. You know, it's kind of like with people like this, with this type of individual right here, I don't really know if their brain registers it as guilt. You know, I don't really know. I don't know how to explain it. I can't really put it into words, but they know something's wrong. They know that there is definitely something wrong, and there's an unfinished energy that settles between the two of you. Okay, with the world in the reverse down there. Let's see where this situation is most likely going to end up. Where's Virgo most likely headed? What timelines is Virgo most likely headed towards? What timelines is Virgo most likely headed towards with this situation, universe? 5 shuffles. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. 4. And 5. Cool. Well, again, still moving on. Moving on from this is the overall, like, influencing energy behind the timelines you're going to end up on. So there's definitely moving on right here and absolutely refusing probably to even speak to this individual, okay? Right now, there is unfinished business, like I said. But the thing about unfinished business, I've been hammering this point a lot here lately, and I'll keep hammering it. There is no sense in trying to correct or finish up the business, you know, when there's still negative emotions or when there's still a negative energy cord connecting you two, you know. So, you know, you know, by the way, that you have an energy cord, either big or small, that's pretty much connected to you and every single person you interact with, period. And especially people who are really close, that energy cord gets really, really, really thick, okay? And when there's negative energy back and forth, that's not the time to go back and try to correct unfinished business. That's just not the time to do it. Either sever the energy cord altogether or send light and positivity that way first, and make sure both sides are, you know, the dust has settled and everything's cool and there is no more negativity before you can come back and shake hands and be like, hey, can we be cool now, you know? So definitely probably just going to have your face buried in your work and doing nothing but work all the time, which, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. And eventually you are going to be able to get your head back on straight and be able to think through things more logically. I know you're a really logical thinker as it is, but here lately it's been a little bit difficult to think logically through some, you know, situations and people like this, you know, and hey, I feel you. I know how it goes. So anywho, how about some advice? How about some advice for Virgo? Advice for my Virgo people. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Advice, universe, advice. 5 shuffles. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And 5. Advice for Virgo for the rest of the month. Okay. All right, so mainly don't forget about this. Okay, I've been getting this a lot in the advice, okay, for a lot of different signs. I'm sure that a lot of you have heard me hammer this same point a million times too, but it keeps coming up. Don't forget about this. Don't try to suppress it and bury it, okay, because there is unfinished business between the two of you. But when you do look back, try to make sure that you look back and remember the positive stuff, okay? It's very important if you ever plan to go back and refinish that business, because we're trying to clear up karma, y'all. We ain't got time for this shit, okay? In the new age that we're in right now, karma's got to go. It's got to go. We can't let that shit linger. We ain't got time for that. We got moves to make. You know, we got to raise in vibration and raise above all that negative shit. And you know, we got to do it step by step. And one of the things is definitely when you look back in the past, try to make it a point, exercise, to remember, focus on the positive stuff. Focus on the good things, because there was good things, or there are nothing. This wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have come together with this individual. Like, I don't care how hard you have to look back to try to remember something good. Try to remember the good things, okay? With the Six of Cups right here. Definitely release yourself from the situation and go about it alone. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being independent, because this Tower it's done. Okay, it's the Tower right here. Okay, but check this out too. Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, okay? Now, that's another reason why you don't want to hold a grudge. You want to keep this in the upright right here. You want to think back positively and have positive memories of this individual, this situation. Because if you leave a relationship and you maintain the same frequency you were in when you left it, you know, mad, angry, and holding a grudge and pissed off, the next relationship you enter into, you're going to attract basically the same thing, because you're still on that same frequency. Okay, that's why you're going to spend a little bit of time alone and make sure you are at a higher frequency. Now, thinking back negatively is going to put you at a low frequency, and then the next love offer is going to turn up to be the same shit. Okay, so when you look back, think about the positive stuff. Think about the good things, okay? And that will, by default, raise your vibration. Okay, so you will attract something better than the last time. And it's going to be different, but it will be worthwhile. So, all right, I hope that resonated, and I hope it helped, y'all. Hope it did. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on out of here. Let's see. Anyway, though, I greatly appreciate all y'all that tuned in. I'm going to do several more lives tonight if y'all want to keep tuning in. YouTube has this. Ooh, it's 11:11. I just look at the clock. Anyway, but yeah, that happens all day, every day, though, by the way, y'all. Anyway, though, yeah, YouTube has this funny thing where it likes to kind of stop notifying people after a while if I try to go live back to back to back to back to back. But I'm doing it tonight. I got a lot of stuff to catch up on and a lot of personal readings to hammer out too. So just keep an eye on the channel. If you want to, if it stops notifying you, just keep an eye on it. I'm going to be going live several more times tonight. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hop on out of here for this one. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.